Okay, am I audible, everyone? Clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So last day we have just started the nomenclature of organic compounds, right? So we have just done only one nomenclature. So we'll continue today further. Okay, before we proceed, we need to discuss the homologous series. Okay. Now what do you mean by homologous series? Homologous series. What do you mean by homologous series? Say you have got this methane CH4. This is methane. If you add another CH2, you will get C2H6. The name of this compound is ethane. Next, C3H8. If you further add another CH2, see what I'm doing. I'm adding CH2. I'm adding CH2. So this is how it is going on. Now the third one is known as propane. Again C4H10. This is butane. C5H12. That is pentane. C6H14. Hexane. C7H16. Heptane. C8H18. Octane. C9H20. Nonane. And C10H22. This is decane. So these are the alkanes. Okay. And these are the family of alkane. It further continues. Okay, C11, C12, all these things are there. ওগুলো obviously আছে, but up to C10 you'll have to remember. Okay, so these are the alkane family. As you can see, the general formula is CnH2n plus 2. Okay, where the n value is starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So this is the general formula of alkane, and these are the names and structures of alkane. Okay, what about the structures? Methane CH4, there is no issue with that. But what about ethane? What about the structure of ethane? CH3, single bond, CH3. What about propane? CH3, in between one CH2, and then another CH3. CH3, CH2, then CH3. What about butane? CH3, CH2, CH2, and then CH3. What about pentane? CH3, you are adding another CH2. CH2, CH2. Just a moment. CH3, CH2, 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 and then CH3. So as you can see, we are increasing the number of CH2 in between, right? Similarly, in case of hexane also, one more CH2 will be added. One more CH2 will be added in between like this. So as you can see, the red colored CH2, these are increasing gradually. Okay, and these are the alkanes basically. These are the alkanes. Understood? Everyone. You can also show this in case
Sir.
of methane and ethane also, like this. You can also show this in case of methane also, like this. This is methane, and we have added a CH2 in methane, and it has become ethane, like this. Okay, understood?
Sir.
So one more important thing is there. These are the homologous series of alkane, right? Now, suppose if you remove one hydrogen from each of this alkane, so what will you get? Suppose this is methane and you are removing the hydrogen from methane. What is the name of this group? What about this? What about this? What are the names of these groups that I am writing? These are the functional groups. From methane, we are getting methyl. From ethane, we are getting ethyl. From propane, we are getting propyl, and so on. Butyl, pentyl, hexyl, heptyl, like this. Understood, everyone?
Sir.
A few more you have to remember. Few more uh, alkyl groups. Basically, you need to remember. As an example, this is called butyl group. Okay, let's come to the point first. This is what is this that I have written here? What is the name of this compound? 3 carbon alkane propane, right? Propane. Everyone
Sir.
agree? Now CH3, CH2, CH2 bond. This is called propyl.
Propyl.
Now what about this one? CH3, CH, CH3. This is also propyl. Yes, this is also propyl. But the first one is N-propyl and the second one is isopropyl. Okay, so let's have an example. Suppose this is your compound with a group like this added here. So what is the name of this compound? Suppose this one also same, but I have just changed the group. Now what about the name? The name, how to write down the name, these we have just discussed last day, right? So now we'll continue further from that. Today we'll try to write down the name. So from which side the numbering will start?
Left.
Left hand side. Very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now tell me the name.
4 এটা হবে
4,
নিচেরটা হবে 1 2 3 হ্যাঁ 4 প্রোপাইল অক্টেন
4 what?
4 প্রোপাইল প্রথমটা
4
4 প্রোপাইল
propyl. Okay. 4 propyl octane.
অক্টেন হুম
All right. What about this second one? Second একটা বলো.
সেকেন্ড ওয়ানটা ধরো
Numbering will start from the same side.
হ্যাঁ,
Now what about this one? This is what type of
এটা
group?
হবে, এটাও ফোর প্রোফাইল, না এটা হবে না এরকম।
This one also full profile. Why?
হ্যাঁ
Cano?
হ্যাঁ, নিচেরটা তো তোমার
This is isopropyl group. This is isopropyl group. This is isopropyl group.
হুম,
Right.
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
So this is 4 isopropyl octane. হ্যাঁ বলো.
ওই কি বলে ওই যে CH3 আইসোপ্রোপাইল গ্রুপে তোমার ওইখানে তো আচ্ছা
বলো বলো.
না না বুঝছি
বুঝতে পেরেছো?
হ্যাঁ
4 isopropyl octane. All right. বোঝা গেল?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Similarly, in case of butyl also, you have got so many uh, groups. For example, this is normal butane. This is normal butane. Okay, so this is butyl. So this is butyl. All right. Next, this one. That means from the first carbon, if you remove a hydrogen, this is called butyl. Now from the second carbon, if you remove one hydrogen, this group is called sec butyl or secondary butyl. Sec butyl or secondary butyl. Okay. Now if you remove the carbon hydrogen from the third carbon, okay, if you remove the hydrogen from the third carbon, we will call it isobutyl. So let's have a check. This is isobutane. This is isobutane. This is isobutane, right? Now if you remove the hydrogen from this carbon like this is called isobutyl. Okay. Now if you remove the hydrogen from the carbon like this carbon, no hydrogen will be there, so just remove the hydrogen. CH2, CH3 will be obviously, in fact. This one is called tertiary butyl or tert butyl. Understood? Tertiary butyl or tert butyl. Similarly, another one, CH3, C, CH3, CH3, CH2 bond. So this is called neopentyl. Okay, neopentyl. It comes from neopentane. Understood? So these are the groups, the name of the groups that you need to remember.
স্যার
Butyl.
এরকম একটা ছিল না, ওই যে 2,2 ডাইমিথাইল।
2,2 dimethyl. Acha, that you also can write. 2,2 dimethyl propyl. This is also the name of neopentyl. Okay. 2 comma
अच्छा
2. So suppose this is 1 2 3. Let's take it like this. 1 2 3. So basically propyl, but substituted propyl, right? 2 dimethyl propyl. But this is called neopentyl in the language of IUPAC. So that is why you need to follow this. Okay, these are the groups that has been these are the names basically that has been given by IUPAC.
IUPC.
Okay, so that is why you need to follow this. And if uh, there is a bigger group that name IUPAC hasn't given, then we have to follow that method that you have applied, like 2,2-dimethyl propyl, something like that. Okay, so let's
Yes,
start
sir.
the nomenclature of carbohydrate hydrocarbons one by one. Let's take this one. CH3, CH, here CH2, CH3, CH2, 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 CH, CH3, here CH3. So how will we start the numbering and we'll do the nomenclature quickly. Which side? From which side? First of all, we need to find out the longest
Longest chain.
carbon chain. Correct. Now, most of you
Hmm.
will struggle to find, at first, basically, most of you will struggle to find the longest carbon-carbon chain here. Okay, that I know. So, let's discuss. Tell me first, which is the longest carbon-carbon chain?
এই যে উপরেরটা।
You mean this one?
হুম। CH3
This
CH3।
one?
হ্যাঁ।
हाँ
Everyone, do you agree? Whatever they have said with whatever they have
नो
said?
सर।
No. ओके, तो तुमको क्या लगता है कौन सा होगा?
सर
अच्छा,
राइट साइड से और वो ब्रांच्ड वाला।
राइट साइड से मतलब ऐसे?
नहीं सर।
तब तो दिखाओ कौन से कार्बन को नंबर 1 मैं लिखूं?
CH3 राइट साइड से।
अच्छा, उसके बाद 2
हाँ
3
3
4 5 6, उसके बाद
और
7,
फिर से ब्रांच वाला सर।
फिर मतलब नीचे वाला?
हाँ
अच्छा, उसके बाद
8।
8. Yes, this is the longest carbon carbon chain exactly. বুঝতে পেরেছো সবাই?
Yes, sir.
এইটা হলো লংগেস্ট কার্বন কার্বন চেইন। তুমি যেটা বলছিলে মানস বা সন্দীপন, ওখানে 7টা কার্বন ছিল, এখানে কয়টা আছে? 8টা কার্বন আছে, 8টা।
सर
ইয়েস, বলো।
1 2 এর নিচে যে ব্রাঞ্চটা একটা CH3 আছে ওইটাকে কাউন্ট করলে না কেন?
তুমি লংগেস্ট কার্বন কার্বন চেইন,
আচ্ছা
চেইন মিন্স চেইন ক্যানট ব্রেক, আন্ডারস্টুড? দাঁড়াও তো 1 মিনিট। সৌভিক বুঝতে পেরেছো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ধ্রুব?
Yes, sir.
ওকে। আরে বন্ধ হয়ে যাচ্ছে কেন? Okay. So now from which side we'll start the numbering? She has said that we
Sir,
should start it from right hand side. But can't we start it from left hand side like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can't we start it like this? Or we have to give the numbering like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Look at the green one. Look at the green one. The first branch is on the third carbon, that is a CH3, and the second branch is on the seventh carbon, that is another CH3. Right. So what is 3 plus 7? 10.
10.
Right. Okay. Now if you start the numbering from the right hand side, so in the second carbon you have got a CH3, and on the sixth carbon you have got a CH3. So what is the total of 2 plus 6?
8.
8. So according to IUPAC, the least number is favored. Okay, বোঝা গেল? So that is why this green one is rejected. The green numbering basically is rejected. Now you people will tell me what is the name of this compound. Quickly. বলো।
So এটা 2 ডাইমিথাইল অক্টেন হবে?
ডাইমিথাইল কোত্থেকে আসবে? হ্যাঁ, ডাইমিথাইল অবভিয়াসলি আসবে,
না
বাট
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ,
হ্যাঁ, বলো বলো বলো।
ধরো 5 এ বলি।
2,6
2,6
2,6 বলো। ডাইমিথাইল
ডাইমিথাইল অক্টেন।
octane. There will be no gap between dimethyl and octane. Okay, just you will
Yes, sir.
write without any gap. বোঝা গেল?
হ্যাঁ,
Okay, what about this one? CH3, CH2, CH, CH2, CH3, C, H2, C, CH3, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. What about this one? I think you people will be able to do it. আশা করি পারবে। সাগনিক বুঝতে পারছো? সাগনিক আছে?
ইয়েস স্যার।
ওকে, পড়ো তো। আচ্ছা, আওয়াজ কোথা থেকে আসছে? মানুষের মাইক থেকে। আচ্ছা, এটা করো, হয়ে গেলে আনমিউট করে আমাকে বলো যে কি করলে। The method will be same. Okay, the method will be same. Quickly, when it is done, just tell me.
স্যার
বলো
বলবো?
বলো।
স্যার 4,4,7 ট্রাইমিথাইল ননেন।
হ্যাঁ, ট্রাইমিথাইল। ট্রাইমিথাইল কোথা থেকে আসলো? ট্রাইমিথাইল কোথা থেকে আসলো? বাকিটা কি করে? ধ্রুব কি করেছো?
3,5 ট্রাইমিথাইল অক্টেন।
তুমিও ট্রাইমিথাইল লিখে রেখেছো? আচ্ছা, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Is this the numbering that you people have done or anything else? This will be the numbering.
কেন?
হ্যাঁ,
উল্টো দিক থেকে হবে না? রাইট টু লেফট হবে না?
রাইট সাইড থেকে হবে। আচ্ছা, রাইট সাইড থেকে যদি করি 1
হ্যাঁ রাইট।
2 3 4 5 6 7 8. ওকে, সো লালটা দেখো, নিচ থেকে যেটা করলাম 3 and 5 অ্যাড করলে কত হয়?
8.
8. Now from the right hand side, that is the green one, 4 plus 6, if you add, what is the result?
10.
So which one will be favored?
8.
Obviously তাহলে this one I am rejecting. Now what is the name?
3,5.
আস্তে আস্তে 3 তে কি আছে? What group is there in 3? Ethyl.
মিথাইল।
This is methyl. Again this one is also methyl. তাই তো? তাহলে in third carbon you have got one ethyl group. That means 3 ethyl. Agree everyone? 3 ethyl. With the fifth carbon you have got 2 methyl groups. So that means 5 comma 5 dimethyl. 5 comma 5 dimethyl. And how many carbons are there in the main chain? 8 carbons.
আর 8
So
অক্টেন।
octane. Understood? 3 ethyl, 5 comma 5 dimethyl octane. This is the answer. Understood?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Now suppose this one. সবাই বুঝতে পেরেছো? কারোর কোনো ডাউট?
হ্যাঁ।
সৌভিক
হ্যাঁ স্যার,
কি হ্যাঁ কি ডাউট না বুঝতে পেরেছো?
বুঝেছি স্যার এটা।
Okay. Suppose this one. Now what you will do? Tell me. What about this one? Try to write down the nomenclature of this particular compound that I have given. What about this one? From which side you will start the numbering? Left hand side
Sir,
or
right.
right side? কেন লেফট হ্যান্ড সাইড থেকে করলে কি অসুবিধা?
দুই সাইড দিয়েই করা যাবে।
from both side.
From both sides, but if you do it from right hand side you will get a name, and if you do it from left hand side you will get another name. Now
Oh.
what you will do? See, what are the groups?
অ্যালফাবেটিক্যাল অর্ডার।
Yes, alphabetical order. So this is ethyl, this is methyl. So in this case, ethyl starts from with E, okay, and methyl starts with M. So alphabetically, E comes before M. So So that is why 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You will give the numbering in such a way that the ethyl comes first, after that the methyl. Understood? Understood everyone? নামটা কি হবে তাহলে? 3 ethyl,
Sir, 6 methyl octane.
3 ethyl, 6 methyl octane. Done. Now what about this? CH3, CH2, CH2. Now what about this one? Can you find out the longest carbon-carbon chain? Can you find out the longest carbon-carbon chain?
Sir, বার করছি।
হ্যাঁ, কোনটা হবে?
Straight line.
Yes,
Straight line from CH3 to
straight
from
line.
right CH3 to
See,
left CH3.
see. In this line there are 4 carbons, right? In this one also there are 4 carbon atoms. Now which one will you take in the longest carbon-carbon chain? So this one will obviously be there. And after that, which one? You will proceed straight or you will go downwards? That is the question.
Straight.
Straight. Why straight? See, in this case, IUPAC has suggested that you will go from that side in which there are more number of branch. Okay. In this one, you have got only one branch of ethyl. But in this case, you have got two branches of methyl. So obviously, this one at the bottom is more favored. Okay, and obviously you will start the numbering from this side: 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, understood? Understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Now, what about this one? What about this branch? What will be the name of this group? See, for this, let's write it like this: CH3, CH, CH2, CH3, single bond CH2, CH3. Can you tell me the name of this compound? Very easily you can say. What?
Sir,
The name will
two
be to
two ethyl.
no. You the name simply will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means 3-methyl pentane, right? 3-methyl pentane. But here in this case, this is attached with this carbon like this. Okay, so that is why You will do the numbering from this side: 1, 2, 3, 4. So the name is 2-ethyl butyl. Why butyl? Because in the main chain you have got 4 carbons. So obviously 2-ethyl butyl. Right. So up to this, done. Okay. Now just tell me the entire name. So in the main chain, how many carbons are there? 10. So it is obviously decane. Right. Now with the third carbon, you have got 2-methyl, and with the fifth carbon, you have got a bigger group. Okay. What is the name of the group present with the fifth carbon? The name of the group is 2-ethyl butyl. Right. So in the fifth position, you have got a 2-ethyl butyl. 2-ethyl butyl, and with the third carbon you have got 2 methyl groups, so that is why 2 comma 2 dimethyl taken. This is the name of this entire compound. How many of you haven't understood this nomenclature? Unmute yourself and tell me. বুঝতে পেরেছো?
স্যার আবার বোঝালে ভালো হয়।
কোন জায়গা থেকে? পুরোটা?
হ্যাঁ পুরোটাই, একটু
ওকে,
একটু।
হ্যাঁ স্যার পুরোটা একটু।
আচ্ছা বলে দিচ্ছি। See, this is your longest carbon-carbon chain. This is your longest carbon-carbon chain. Right. Why this chain you have taken? Because in this chain you have got 2 branches. Okay. If you have taken, if you had taken this chain, you have got only one branch, CH2 CH3. So that is why I have not taken this one. I have taken this one because IUPAC has suggested that take that branch only in which the longer carbon-carbon chain only in which you have got more number of branches. So here I have got 2 CH3 groups. Okay, so I have done the numbering from the right hand direction. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So obviously it's a decane, like substituted decane, right? So what are the substitutions? Now we need to focus on that. So the substitutions are basically 2 methyl groups are there, CH3 CH3, that I have marked with the third carbon, right? Acha. Oh, 2 dimethyl I have written. It should be 3 dimethyl.
হ্যাঁ 3 হবে, আমি তো এখনই দেখলাম।
3 dimethyl, right? Okay. Now what about this bigger group? We'll start numbering this group also, because we do not know the name of the group because it's a larger group. It is neither isopropane, isobutane, neopentyl, butyl rather, neopentyl, none of them, right? So the name is not given by OPC, so it is our responsibility to name that group. So how will I name this group? 1, 2, 3, 4, something like this, right? So at the second carbon, you have got an ethyl group further, subgroup rather. So that is why I have written 2 ethyl, okay, and this entire group butyl, because in the main chain you have got 4 carbons. So it has to be a butane, and if you write down this as a group, you will write butyl. So 2-ethyl butyl. So that is why 2-ethyl butyl is the name of the group, and this group is attached with the fifth carbon atom. So that is why 5-2-ethyl butyl within bracket 3,3-dimethyl decan. Understood? क्षितिज, तुम समझे?
हाँ सर।
Others, বাকিরা
হ্যাঁ স্যার বুঝলাম এখন।
Yes, sir.
हाँ सर।
বোঝা গেল?
हाँ सर।
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
चलो, नहीं समझ में आया?
हाँ सर।
ध्रुव?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll come back to cyclic compounds. Cyclic compounds. So how will you name the cyclic compounds? See this one. This is a cyclic hydrocarbon, right? So how will you name this? So just find out how many carbons are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 carbons are there. It is obviously a pentane, but it is not a normal pentane. It is cyclopentane. Suppose this one,
স্যার C5H12 হবে না?
C5H10,
ও H10।
cyclopentane, sorry. If cyclopentane it is, then it is C5H10. And if it is acyclic, okay, then we will write C5H12. It's a long chain, okay, no ring is there. It is not a normal pentane, it's a cyclopentane. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What should be the name?
Cyclohexane।
Cyclohexane. Very good, cyclohexane. All right. Now, if I attach two groups with the cyclohexane, for example, with one carbon, I have attached a methyl. Okay. With the other one, I have attached an ethyl. So, what should be the name of this substituted cyclohexane? Yes, you will start numbering alphabetically. So this group is ethyl, E comes first, and then this is methyl. So obviously the numbering will be 1, 2, 3. So 1 ethyl, 3 methyl. Cyclohexane. 1 ethyl, 3 methyl. Cyclohexane. Okay, alphabetically, E will come first, after that M. Understood? But if there is branch, for example, this one, if there is branch, then what you will do? You will simply start the nomenclature from that branch only. 1, 2, and 3. Then you will write the name obviously according to the alphabet, but the numbering will be done from the branch only. Okay. So 3 ethyl, 1 comma 1 dimethyl cyclohexane. If there is no branching, then obviously the numbering will be from the one which is having a which will come alphabetically first. Okay, but if there is a branch, then you will start the numbering definitely from that branch only. Is it clear?
Sir.
Okay. So let's proceed. Now, what is a functional group? Did we discuss last day? আমরা কি ডিসকাস করেছিলাম ফাংশনাল গ্রুপ নিয়ে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, অল্প।
অল্প একটু। আচ্ছা, ফাংশনাল গ্রুপ functional groups are basically the group of atoms which determines the property of an organic compound. Okay, let's discuss a few examples of functional group and also the class of organic compounds at a time. So first of all, the functional group alkane. Okay, so this is alkane. Secondly, alkene. Third, alkyne. Okay. Fourth, halide. Halide means it might be chloro, it might be bromo, it might be iodo. Okay, chloride, bromide, or iodide can also be said. Next, alcohol. OH. This is alcohol. Next, aldehyde. CHO. Ketone. This one. Nitrile. CN. Okay.
স্যার, আচ্ছা, কিটন কি একটা মিডল এলিমেন্টের মধ্যে হবে, মানে এলিমেন্টের মিডলে হবে?
হ্যাঁ, আমরা দেখবো, example we'll see. Just a moment. Just as of now, we are just discussing the names and the structures. Okay, examples we have not seen. Our example দেখবো. Okay, wait a few minutes. Ether. This is ether. Okay. Next, carboxylic acid. COOH. Next, esters. COOR. Okay, this H of carboxylic acid has been replaced by an alkyl group, so it will become ester. Okay, amines. NH2. Next, amides. CONH2. Nitro. NO2. That's it. These are more than enough. So alkane, alkene, alkyne, halide, alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, nitrile, ether, carboxylic acid, ester, amine, amide, and nitro. So these are the functional groups that you need to understand, you need to know. Okay, now what are the names that we are going to use with these functional groups that we have taken? So one name will be used if they comes as prefix, and another type of name will be used if they comes as suffix. Okay, now why prefix and suffix is there, that we need to understand. Okay, that depends on the order of preference. Okay, the order of preference that IUPAC has given is something like that. So this group like COOH, this will come first in terms of preferity. Okay, preference. Secondly, COOR, that is ester. All right. Next, COCl, this is called acyl chloride. Okay. Next, CONH2, this is called amide. Next, CN, followed by CHO, that means aldehyde, followed by ketone. Okay, followed by alcohol, then NH2, then alkene, then alkyne. All right. So that means we haven't written the name of nitro here. So this means the nitro group will get the least priority. All right.
Sir, alkane?
Alkane will be, obviously alkane will be the longest carbon carbon chain, so that is why no need to write alkane over here. Alkane
Oh,
itself is a basic group. Okay, it will come as the longest chain. So just have a look, or you can also add alkane just before the alkene. Okay, alkane, alkene, and finally alkyne. All right. So suppose you need to write down the name of a compound like this: CH3, CH2, CHOH, CH2, 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 COOH. Now, what is the name of this compound? This is basically a carboxylic acid, but you have also got an OH over here. So, which group gets more priority? Yes, the carboxylic acid COH group gets more priority. So, the numbering will start from this carbon: 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now, this is how the numbering is done. This is how the order of preference has been given. Okay. Now, we'll just write down the name, and obviously, you people will not understand how am I writing the name. Okay. So, obviously, we will discuss one by one. So, COOH, carboxylic acid. So, as you can see, 7 main chain carbons are there. So, it is called heptanoic acid.
heptanoic.
And with the fifth carbon, you have got an OH. So, what?
Alcohol, মানে
Alcohol. What
হেপটানো,
alcohol?
অ্যালকোহল মানে
This will
হেপটানল
be
হবে
written as
নাকি?
hydroxy. 5 hydroxyheptanoic acid. Okay. So that means the name of the alcohol is coming first. So this is a
অ্যালফাবেটিক্যাল।
prefix. Prefix, not alphabetical order. We have written it as a preference. 5 hydroxy. This hydroxy is the suffix. Okay. Now, for example, let's take another one. This one. Now, in this case, from which side you will start the numbering? In this case, you will start the numbering from left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you can see on the seventh carbon you have got a methyl. Okay. Now in this case, you will not write OH as hydroxy. What you will do? 7 methyl octan, right? 3 all. Why this is all? Because we'll
alcohol.
take this all when the OH will come as a suffix. That is, the group having more priority will be written in the suffix. Okay, and the group having less priority will be written as the suffix. Okay, that has exactly happened in case of the previous one also. The hydroxy, that is the OH group, was a less priority group in that case, so it was written as a suffix, sorry, prefix, hydroxy. But in this case, it has been written as a suffix. Why? Because this group contains more priority. Okay, so now we will one by one learn how to write down the names, okay, of these functional group containing organic compounds. So let's take one by one. Alkane we have already done, so no problem in alkane, I guess. So what about alkene? An alkyne, alkyl halide. So let's discuss these three at first. So first of all, alkene, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH double bond CH2. Okay. Now how will you do the numbering? From this side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is the name? What is the name? Prop 1 in. Why in? Because it's an alkene. Sorry, not prop. It will be pent. 5 carbons, na? Pent 1 in. বোঝা গেল? Because this is alkene. Now what about this? CH3, CH2, CH2, C triple bond CH. What is the name of this? কে বলবে?
স্যার আবার দেখো কোশ্চেনটা।
এই তো, আবার নাম্বারিং করো। 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what is the name?
এটা হবে পেন্ট 1, ওই যে YNE,
Pent 1 ine.
YNE, হ্যাঁ YNE।
Because this is
তারপরে
an
হচ্ছে
alkyne. Okay, alkyne. So this is an alkyne. So that is why you have written this YNE. All right. Now what about an alkyl halide? See, alkyl halide. Alkyl halide. Suppose this one. The general name of alkyl halide is N halo alkane. N halo alkane. Now what is this N? N is
স্যার
that
2
with which this halogen group is attached with. So this is 2 bromo
ব্রোমো, তোমার হবে বিউটেন।
butane. 2 bromo butane. Understood? Let's write another one. এটা করো। এটা করো। Numbering will start from which side?
লেফট।
Left. So write down the name. এটা ধ্রুব বলবে। এটার নামটা ধ্রুব বলবে। বলো।
2 bromo 3 chloro
2 bromo
butane 3
3
chloro
chloro
butane.
butane. All right. 2 bromo 3 chloro butane. Okay. So this is how the nomenclature of the organic compounds containing a halogen group is done. Okay. Now what about alcohol, aldehyde and ketone? Alcohol first, then aldehyde and ketone. So what about the alcohol? So the general name of alcohol is alkan N all. Okay. So what about this one? CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH3. সৌভিক বলো এটা কি হবে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হুম, নাম্বারিং কোথা থেকে করবে?
স্যার লেফট।
লেফট। তাহলে অ্যালকান এখানে কি? অ্যালকানটা এখানে কি? কটা কার্বন আছে? চারটা।
চারটা।
তাহলে অ্যালকান is butan here.
হ্যাঁ।
What about N? 2
টু।
and then all. All.
অল। ও।
Alkan 2 all. বুঝা গেল?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
এটা করো। This one. এটা তুমিই বলবে, সৌভিকই বলবে আমাকে।
আচ্ছা।
হুম। কোন দিক থেকে নাম্বারিং হবে?
লেফটের থেকে।
আবার লেফটের থেকে কেন? ওইচটা কোথায় আছে?
ও ওইচ তো রাইটে, সরি।
তাহলে বলো।
এখানে হবে
এখানে হবে কার্বন কয়টা আছে?
তিনটে।
তাহলে অ্যালকানের জায়গায়
প্রোপেন।
প্রোপান।
প্রোপান।
তারপর এন এর জায়গায়
এনের জায়গায় ওয়ান।
তারপর অল।
অল। হুম।
তাহলে এত হিন্ট কেন দিতে হচ্ছে? নেক্সট, অ্যালকোহল ইজ ডান, অ্যালকান এন
তো
অল।
স্যার,
হ্যাঁ বলো।
স্যার যদি আমরা প্রপানল লিখি তাহলে হবে?
প্রোপানলই তো লেখা হয়, কিন্তু প্রোপানল দু রকমের হতে পারে, প্রোপান ওয়ান অল অ্যান্ড প্রোপান টু
হুম।
অল। বোঝা বোঝা গেল? তাহলে যদি প্রোপানল লিখি তাহলে ব্যাপারটা ক্লিয়ার হবে না যে প্রোপান ওয়ান অল হচ্ছে না প্রোপান টু অল হচ্ছে। দ্যাট ইজ
ও,
দ্য প্রবলেম। বোঝা গেল?
বুঝছি।
এক মিনিট।
হুম।
বোঝা গেল?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
যেমন এটা লাইক দিস is propan 2 all, this is propan 2 all. And if you say propanol, you are not clear whether you are talking about propan 1 all or you are talking about propan 2 all. So this might create a confusion. Now to avoid this confusion, we have to put a propan 1 all or a propan 2 all. Okay, so alcohol is done. We'll move towards aldehyde. Alkan, N, Al. Okay, forget about the N. Just write alkanal. Very easy. So let's have an example. CH3, CH2, CHO. Now in this case, the numbering will start from this aldehyde carbon only, nothing else. Okay, so how many carbons are there? Anyone? How many carbons are there? Total number of
Three.
carbons? 3.
Three.
So the name will be propanal.
Propanol.
Okay, what about this one? What about this one? How many carbons
এটা
are there?
দুটো।
তাহলে
এটা হবে তোমার ইথানল।
ethanol,
ইথানল।
ethanal.
হ্যাঁ।
L stands for aldehyde. Okay, the L stands for aldehyde. Sorry, that L stands for aldehyde. Okay,
হুম।
so this is the nomenclature of aldehyde. Now what about ketone? The ketone is written as alkan, N, one, O-N-E. Here it is not one, it is on. On stands for ketone. Okay. So for example, CH3, CH2, CO, CH3. This is the ketone. Okay, the general structure of ketone is something like this: R, CO, R. The general structure of aldehyde is something like this: RCOH. And the general structure of alcohol is something like this: ROH. Okay, so what about the name of this ketone? Again, you have to give the
বিউটেন ও
numbering: 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 carbons are there. Yes, nice try. Butan,
টু ওন।
2 on. Very easy, right? CH3, CO, CH3. What is the name?
এটা হবে হ্যাঁ প্রোপান
Propane
টু।
2 1.
Propan 2 on.
হ্যাঁ।
This is also known as acetone. And this
হ্যাঁ।
name acetone is more famous. Okay, so you need to remember the name acetone. Similarly, this ethanol is more famous
ফর্মালডিহাইড।
with the name acetaldehyde, not formaldehyde.
ও
Okay, acetaldehyde. So you need to remember the name acetaldehyde as well. This is
স্যার, এটা কমন
formaldehyde.
নেম না আইএফএসি নেম?
Formaldehyde, acetaldehyde, acetone, these are the common names. Okay, only one carbon is there, so it is methanol. Methanol. So methanol is also known as formaldehyde.
ও
Okay, what is the use of formaldehyde? Formaldehyde is used to keep
প্রিজার্ভ।
dead, to preserve dead organism. Okay, like Suppose in biology lab, you will find these kind of formaldehyde. Okay, it is basically named formalin, the one which you get in biology lab. Formalin is nothing but formaldehyde only. Next, carboxylic acid and ester. Up to this we will do today. Carboxylic acid. This is also very simple. The general name is alkanoic acid. The general structure is RCOOH. Okay. Now, suppose I am giving you this one. Now, what is the name? Again, one, two, three. Now, I guess you have already
propanoic.
understood. Propanoic acid. Everyone, are you getting it? Whatever I am saying, the names. কেউ বুঝতে পারছো না এরকম আছো? क्षितिज समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ सर।
अच्छा, चुपचाप क्यों हो तब? সৌম্যদীপ বুঝতে পারছো?
हाँ सर।
ওকে, নেক্সট CH3 C double bond O single bond OH. This one you will name, and after that this one also you will name. Chalo, one by one.
Butanoic acid.
Huh?
Ethanoic acid.
Which one?
First one.
This one. Ethanoic acid, because two carbons are there. Very good. Ethanoic acid.
Second one,
Ethanoic
methanoic
acid.
acid.
Second one is methanoic acid.
Ethanoic acid.
So you have learned. Very nice. Now let's move forward, which is ester. Okay. So this one is the only complicated nomenclature, but I believe that you will get it very fast. So the ester is written as alkyl alkanoate. Okay, alkyl alkanoate. General structure of ester is something like this: R C double bond O single bond O R dash. Okay, this ester is basically a combination of a carboxylic acid and an alcohol that we'll obviously discuss later on in detail. But as of now, our main goal is to write down the nomenclature, right? The nomenclature of the ester. So let's have an example: CH3, CH2, C double bond O, single bond OCH3. Now in the name, you can find two parts. One is the alkyl part, another one is the alkanoid part. Now this is the alkyl part. Okay, and this part is the alkanoid part. Okay, so I guess you people will be able to find the alkyl part in the alkanoid part and the alkanoid part in the example that I have given. So as you can see, this part is the alkyl part, right? And this is the alkanoid part, right? यहाँ तक आ गया समझ में? किसको एल्किल बोलेंगे, किसको एल्कानोइड बोलेंगे? So this is alkyl, this is alkanoid. So first of all, we'll write down the name of the alkyl part, which is here methyl.
Propanoid.
And what about the alkanoid?
Propanoid.
Propanoid.
ও স্যার ওয়ান মিথাইল বলা যাবে না?
Nah, no need to tell one
ও ঠিক
methyl.
আছে।
Only methyl. Okay. Methyl propanoid. That's it. What about this one? Yes. This is also an
ইথাইল
ester.
প্রোপা
হ্যাঁ, ভাবো তাড়াহুড়ো
আচ্ছা
করলে জীবনে কিচ্ছু হবে না, একটু ভাবো।
এটা
Alkyl
হবে
part,
হুম,
and this is the alkanoid part. Now what is the name?
ইথাইল মিথানয়েড।
মিথাইল মিথানয়েড।
Last, who will say? লাস্ট যে বললো সে আবার বলো।
মিথাইল
মিথাইল
ইথানয়েড।
মিথানয়েড।
Methyl methanoid, exactly, that is the answer. In this CH3, that is methyl, and this is methanoid.
হুম,
Right? What about this one? ये बोलेगा क्षितिज। क्षितिज इसका नाम बोलो। पहले एल्किल वाला पार्ट को ढूंढ निकालो, ये वाला है एल्किल पार्ट। उसके बाद एल्कानोइड वाला पार्ट को ढूंढ निकालो, ये है एल्कानोइड वाला पार्ट। इसका नाम क्या होगा?
प्रोपेन।
है प्रोपेन। पहले एल्किल, एल्किल वाला पार्ट कौन सा है? जो राइट हैंड साइड वाला है वो एल्किल पार्ट है। मेन जो कॉमन स्ट्रक्चर है ऊपर मैंने लिख के रखा है, उसको देखो। एल्किल का नाम बताओ पहले, उसके बाद एल्कानोइड का नाम बताओगे। एल्किल पार्ट तो तुमको मिल गया, मैंने तो अलग कर दिया दोनों को। हाँ या ना में आंसर दो। एल्किल पार्ट मिला तुमको?
हाँ।
एल्किल कौन सा है? कितना कार्बन है एल्किल पार्ट में?
2।
2। तो एल्किल ग्रुप को हम क्या लिखेंगे? 2 कार्बन कंटेनिंग एल्किल ग्रुप को हम क्या लिखेंगे? क्या हम इसको
मिथेनॉइड।
लिखेंगे? 2 कार्बन इथाइल। 2 कार्बन रहते उसको क्या बोलेंगे? इथाइल ही तो बोलेंगे। उसके बाद अल्कानोइड पार्ट क्या आएगा यहाँ पे?
प्रोपेनॉइड।
प्रोपानोइड, इथाइल प्रोपानोइड। That's it. These are the name of the ester. आया समझ में?
স্যার
हाँ बोलो।
স্যার আমাদের ক্লাস 10 এ এস্টারিফিকেশন ছিল না, ওটা একটু।
ওটাও আছে, এখানেও আছে, সব
ও
আছে।
এটাও আছে।
হ্যাঁ, ওকে, পড়বো, আমরা পড়বো obviously. Understood? Any doubt? Anyone having any doubt?
না স্যার।
না
Nico?
স্যার।
Okay, next day we will finish up these
No, sir.
nomenclatures. Okay, and after that we are trying to add more than one functional group into a single organic compound, and then we'll try to do the nomenclature of that compound. मतलब एक ही ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड में एक से ज्यादा, मतलब OH भी होगा, उसके साथ एक कीटोन ग्रुप भी हो जाएगा। ठीक है, सपोज एक कीटोन और एक कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड एक साथ हो जाएगा। तो इस तरह की ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड का नोमेनक्लेचर कैसे करेंगे वो हम नेक्स्ट दिन देखेंगे। ओके, थोड़ा थोड़ा आ रहा है समझ में? অল্প অল্প বোঝা যাচ্ছে সৌভিক?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
ঠিক আছে, তো পড়তে থাকো কন্টিনিউয়াসলি, কিন্তু পড়তে হবে। যদি তোমরা পড়াশোনা ছেড়ে দাও তাহলে কিন্তু সমস্যা হয়ে যাবে, তারপরে কিন্তু কিচ্ছু বুঝতে পারবে না। হাইড্রোকার্বন যে চ্যাপ্টারটা রয়েছে সেখানে কিন্তু কিচ্ছু বোঝা যাবে না যদি এই চ্যাপ্টারটা ভালো করে না পড়ো। বোঝা গেল? তো শুরু থেকে এই
হ্যাঁ
চ্যাপ্টারটা
স্যার।
পড়তে হবে। Understood everyone? You have to read this chapter thoroughly and carefully. Okay? Okay. So our next class will be on Friday. So that's it for today. Thank you everyone. Okay, I'm sending the PDF, and as well as I'll upload the recorded video also. Okay? Thank
Okay,
you.
sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
Thank you.